There was something I started noticing about myself. I would tell myself I was going to do something, and then I wouldn't do it. Sometimes it was something small. I'd say I was going to wake up early, go to gym, finish something after work, work on a video, most cases, and stop procrastinating. And then the time would come, and suddenly I had a reason not to. One of the reasons is like, I'm tired. I'll do it tomorrow. It's not that important. I don't really feel like it today. And obviously, missing one workout or having one unproductive day isn't always like a big thing. But when I keep doing this over and over and over again, I think something deeper starts happening. I stop trusting my own words. And lately, I've been realizing that maybe confidence isn't about how you look or how successful you are or how other people see you. Maybe like the part of confidence comes from knowing that when I tell myself I'm going to do something, I can trust myself to follow through. In my last video, I talk about discipline. And one thing I've been trying to practice is not waiting until I feel motivated before I act, because motivation is not consistent. Some mornings I'm ready, some mornings I'm really not. But I realized that there's another side of discipline that I didn't think about very much. Every decision is teaching me something about myself. If I constantly tell myself, tomorrow I'm starting, and then tomorrow comes and I don't, eventually those words don't mean very much anymore. It's almost like having a friend who consistently tell you, don't worry, I'll be there. And then every single time they don't show up. And eventually, even if they're being completely sincere when they say it, you stop believing them. And I think we can do the exact same thing to ourselves. The problem isn't that you missed one day. The bigger problem is when breaking your own words become normal. The gym has probably been one of the clearest places I've learned this, because there are days that when training or going to gym feels so effortlessly easy. I feel energized. I got good playlist. I feel so strong. But those days are great, yes. But those days never really taught me about myself. It's the day when I'm tired, where I don't really want to go, and I still walk through the door. Nobody congratulate me that like I arrived. Most people don't even know I almost skipped that like workout. But I know, and there's something powerful about that, because I said I was going to go, and then I went. That's the magic of it. It's such a small thing, but every time I do that, it's almost like I'm collecting evidence that I can really depend on myself. And I think that's what I've misunderstood about confidence for a long, long time. Sometimes we talk about confidence like something you're supposed to think, like fake it till you make it. Look in the mirror, say positive things, tell yourself that you're very capable. And I'm not saying mindset doesn't matter, it really does. But it's really hard to convince yourself that you're reliable when your actions keep giving you evidence that you're not. At some point, like your actions have to support the story that you're telling yourself. Example, if I say I'm disciplined, but I quit every time I'm not comfortable, There's a big disconnect. If I say I'm going to build this like YouTube channel, but I disappear every time the numbers disappoint me, there's a disconnect. And there's one big thing too. If I say my health matters to me, but I never prioritize it, there's a disconnect. And the more distance there is between the person I want to be and the way I'm actually living, the harder it becomes to trust myself. So lately, I've been thinking about confidence differently. Maybe confidence isn't, I know everything is going to work out, but maybe it's whatever happens, I trust myself to keep showing up. I think this is where self improvement can sometimes go wrong. We get inspired and immediately we try to redesign our entire life. Like tomorrow, I'm waking up at like 5, I'm starting 6 days a week. I'm reading every day. I'm eating perfectly. I'm starting the business. I'm posting consistently. I'm never procrastinating again. And then after a few days, maybe it works. Good job. Then life happens. You miss something. And then suddenly it feels like the whole plan collapsed. What I'm learning now is I'd rather make a small promises that I can keep, and in the long run, it's that promise will make a big one, and it's impossible to break. If I say I'm going to train 3 times this week, do three. If I say I'm going to work on something for 30 minutes, do the 30 minutes. If I say I'm going to upload one video, finish the video. Because every time the action match the word, you're rebuilding the trust. Slowly, quietly. Nobody else may notice it, but you will. And this is also something I've been thinking about through my faith. There's a verse in Luke where Jesus talked about being faithful with very little. And lately, that idea has been sitting differently with me because I think sometimes I'm asking God for clarity about the big things while overlooking how I'm handling what's already in front of me. I want to know where my life is going. I want to know what's going to happen with the channel, my career, my relationships, my future. But maybe part of becoming the man I'm praying to become is learning to be faithful with today's responsibilities first. The workout in front of me, the work in front of me, the conversation I need to have, the video I said I would make, the habits I already know I need to work on. I need to know every step. Sometimes I just need enough faith to take the next one and then connects back to discipline for me. Because obedience doesn't always come with motivation. It doesn't always comes with clarity. Sometimes it's simply I know what's right in front of me, so I'm going to do that faithfully. But I want to be careful here because I don't think keeping promise to yourself means becoming obsessive. It doesn't mean you never change your plan. It doesn't mean you train when you're injured or refuse to rest when you're genuinely exhausted or punish yourself every time like life gets in the way. That's not discipline at all, and that's not the goal at all. There are times where rest is the responsible decision, and there are times where plans need to change. I'm trying to become more aware of the difference between I genuinely need to adjust and I'm uncomfortable, so I'm looking for an excuse. Those are very different things. And I usually know which one is it. Coming back to YouTube has actually become part of this for me because I can't promise myself that this channel is going to succeed. I can control how many people click. I can control how quickly it grows. I cannot control the algorithm. And I think focusing too much on those things is a part why I needed a break in the first place. But there are things that like I can control. I can create, I can learn, I can improve, I can post, I can become better at telling these stories, and most importantly, I can keep my word to myself that I'm going to give this genuine effort. So every video I put out now means a little bit more than just another upload. It's evidence. So maybe if you don't trust yourself right now, you don't need some massive transformation. Maybe you just need one promise. Something so small enough that you genuinely know you can do. And then keep it. Keep it. Then make another one and keep that one too. Because I don't think self trust appears overnight. I think it's earned and one decision at a time, one workout, one difficult conversation, one morning, one prayer, one video, one promise. And eventually you stop needing to convince yourself that you're becoming someone different because you have evidence. You're living like him. Keep your words to yourself. Not perfectly, but consistently enough that when you say, I'm going to do this, something inside you start believing it again.